everyone, and welcome to our game of the week. Finally, it's here. The focus of the college football world right here on this field today, and we can't wait. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the second-ranked team, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Dogs will kick this deep to begin the game. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Lacey. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Well, nearly an interception here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up 3rd down instead.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He pulls it in for a big gain. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
This Memphis offense is moving quickly down the field. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First down. Looking to throw the football. Trying to extend the play. Plenty of time back there in the pocket. He's going to throw to the right. Moving right through the contact. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Automatic in the PAT. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And that stiff arm will help earn him the first down.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Launches downfield. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw, but I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And the Bulldogs are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
You'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
Looks right for a quick completion. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And he'll drop back here on third down. Caught near the goal line. Football comes out. Looks like the defense has it.
Well, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the catch. Finding some room at the 25. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, nice job by this defense being able to diagnose the counter play. You know, when you run that counter, you're hoping the illusion of the offense going one way and then coming back the other. The defense buys into it. But they didn't buy it at all here, and they come up with a nice loss.
That's a fly out of the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he's hit just before the throw. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Looks to the left. Pass caught. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
Back to throw again. Bringing pressure. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They look to throw it here on second down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Great move there. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on him.
Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's 1st and goal from the 2.
Yeah, you know this defense is going to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution. We reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. Tackle this man, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
There's contact on the throw. Oh, that one's picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. And that's a solid return after the interception.
When the quarterback gets trailed on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception, I think he was just trying to get it out. He didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. And the defense jumps on the football.
Great play by the defender of knocking the ball away to give his defense a chance to recover the football. But man, the quarterback has to have that internal clock, that situational awareness, pocket awareness, kind of feel the pressure, and most importantly, when you feel it, take care of the football.
Just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but at that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Ball spotted at the 5 for this 3rd and goal play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
It's 4th and goal from the 5, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Fighting toward the goal line, but he's not going to make it. The defense stops him short. A turnover on downs.
Maybe a little bit too creative here on this 4th down play call by the offense. I think the defense was anticipating the offense trying to get the ball into the hands of that receiver, whether it was a pass or a run. And by anticipating it, they're able to keep him short of the 1st down marker.
And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch, gets the 1st down in the process.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Under pressure, just lets it go. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty mark. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air into that throw. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's going to take off here. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. They bring the punter onto the field now. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the grab.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
He's looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
I'd really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that too. You have to be more careful with the football.
And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. Looking for a gap. It's Lacy. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move his sticks more than enough for a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. He's going for a big play downfield. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result he could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. Contact as he threw it. And the pass falls incomplete in the final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors for our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
The pass rush closing in. Not able to connect. Incomplete. 2nd down after that previous play. He's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
On a wide receiver screen with a corner that tight, you've got to do a good job of blocking him or screening him. Nobody there, and a quick reaction by the corner allows him to make a nice play.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for the wide out. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, the defense was all over the field in the first half, and as we see here, more of the same to start this 3rd quarter. Big question to me is, now you got a 4th down. You look at that scoreboard, you almost start to wonder, should I go for this?
Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's running out of time here. And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, if you're going to be able to play in the SEC and be a dominant team, you have to have defensive linemen like this right here. We've seen that from Georgia over the years. They've been incredibly blessed to have defensive linemen that can hold up against the run, also have the ability to do this right here, which is pressure the quarterback and come up with those.
Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. Touchdown, Memphis. This offense is still clicking.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
Georgia, 0. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Looking to throw it deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. A big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Snags a quick throw. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. He'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
He makes the grab. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. The Dogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Past the 50. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school. Shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands. Takes it in for a touchdown.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Georgia, 0. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? The pocket breaking down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Oh, and he's got some space here. Returner tackle right there. That's when they start the drive. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the 2nd half. Defense is coming after him. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Takes the handoff. It's Davis. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. Nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Ball back at the 6 for a 2nd and goal off that loss. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Touchdown, Memphis. And the beatdown continues.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
ET is good, and the lead grows to 35-0.
35, Georgia, 0.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
They finally get him down, but a solid gain on that screen pass. Good call there. The Bulldogs will come to the line and crank up the tempo.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. But forget it.
It's a fumble. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. First down, looking to throw the ball. He'll go down right there. Works his way for a short gain, but not enough for the first down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Memphis 35, Georgia 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Throws to the tight end. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Pre-snap motion from the offense. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a pretty good effort by this defense to come up with that loss. Let's face it, it has been a really long game for these guys, but I love that they've not given up and they're still out there fighting.
They'll kick it away here. And the coverage team downs the ball right there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help. He's going to pull it down and run. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Running out of time in the pocket. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Bringing pressure. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you've got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Pressure is coming. And it's a sack. They gamble and go for it, but the defense a huge stop on 4th and goal.
It's just not a smart decision, in my opinion, here to go for it on 4th down. And, Chris, I know we're kind of in this era now of analytics and when to go for it and when not to. But to go for it inside your own 20-yard line, the defense lined up, did what they had to do. They get the ball, and now look at the field position that they have.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
The decision to go for it doesn't pan out.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Punt over the middle. It's Johnson. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
1st down, looking to throw the football. He eludes the rush. Looking to scramble now. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
And that's a great gain right here for these guys. It hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the fact that they're still fighting. And a drive like this, who knows what it could do for you. Maybe get points on the board. Maybe not able to come back in this game. But, man, it could really help you down the road as far as showing what your character is about and how you're not giving up.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Dogs. And they'll set up with a PAT. And they make the extra point. Trail now 35-7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
Georgia, 7.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
And your Memphis Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run phase, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Makes the catch downfield. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Breaks loose at the 40. Comes out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today.
Hey, when it's your day, it's your day. This offense, and especially this running back, enjoying a monster day, putting up huge numbers and having a nice, big, comfortable lead.
The shotgun handoff here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The pass rush closing in. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And it's incomplete. He just dropped a little screen pass, and that's going to bring out fourth down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field.
On to kick it away.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Oh, it landed at the 7 and bounced into the end zone for a touchback. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Receiver makes the catch. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying.
A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able